Hello, my friends. My guest today is Paulo Darlan de Souza, or simply Paul Darlan. Paul Darlan is a journalist, graduate from the Adventist University of São Paulo, Brazil. He worked in Nogueirense News as a reporter and in UNASP as video producer, video editor, cameraman, and communication advisor in marketing department. He studied also as post-graduation in corporate communication and marketing and produced a documentary about the city of the end of the world in Ushuaia, Argentina. In 2014, you and your friend Luis Campos crossed the USA coast to coast by bus and mainly by train from Boston to San Francisco. Do you consider the adventure a success or something missed?
So we started our trip crossing the USA from Boston to California in 2014, and we created a website and YouTube channel to show the people how was the cities we were stopping, the people we were knowing, and we were posting videos, photos, texts about it. But we have some problems with naming rights, I think, in YouTube that made us to don't finish, don't conclude our posts about our trip. But on the end, um, everything that we saw, we learned, the people we know, we met, we talked, we taught a lot of stuffs. Of course, we see this part of the trip. It was 100% worth.
Do you complete it by car the trip around USA?
So I can say I traveled a lot by car in USA. Last year, I I just drove from Boston to Houston in Texas by car during a week, and it was a really nice experience as well. Like when I made the trip by train. And also, I crossed the most part of California, in Nevada and Arizona by car. Um and then another thing I can say, it's I know the most part of the states of USA, and that's really awesome.
How was your experience in the extreme of South America?
My experience on extreme south of South America was something really different that I think I'm not gonna see something like that in other places. You are there, and then you meet a lot of people that live in a cold place, in a place so far from other cities, other regions, and it's looks like it's another culture. It's something really hard to explain. That's why we try to show the people by photos and videos.
What are the most important details for the adventure trip?
The most part of people are gonna say you have to make plans and wait. I don't know, years planning that, saving a lot of money. But I like to say it's of course a good plan and money are important. But I like to say that you have an idea, you start to plan that for start your travel as soon as possible. You know, you have to um, take care of a lot of things, the region you are entering, if it's dangerous or not, if you can trespassing some places. But the most part of the trips I made were like with a little plans, and not so much money, and that was the best part of the travels. I can say that because you have a lot of experience. You have to push yourself to survive those days, you know. So and you learn a lot. That's I think it's the most important thing.
You were a newspaperman and communication advisor in Brazil and left the career. What disappointed him?
Well, that's a hard question because some days I have a deep love for journalism and some days I don't. Uh, but what really disappointed me is the situation of the journalism, not just in my country, because my country, the journalism is involved uh, with a lot of corruption. The journalism, it's getting it's becoming a business, and all this about fake news and whatever involving journalism and journalists really disappoint me. But I really like still really like and loving some stuff like producing documentaries and videos, writing, but I don't work with that professionally anymore.
Thank you very much for your attention for that interview.